Hello everyone. So today we're gonna learn on engineering mathematics. So it will be helpful for GATE, PG set, also your semester, and mainly we're gonna learn on these topics. So it will be very easy for you guys to follow all the playlist, and also it will be a better lessons, and you need not worry about anything. You can comment below, and it will be rectified. Okay, let us see the syllabus for this. So this is going to be our topic syllabus, and today we're going to learn on linear algebra. Okay, linear algebra, it is very important in the entire mathematics for gate point of view or PSET or any other government examinations. So let us see the syllabus. So we're going to learn in this video about matrices. Let us see. So there are types of matrices. So if you're going to see about the matrices, let us the first matrix, the type is going to be square matrix. Okay, so what is square matrix? Square matrix is going to be m equals to m. Before coming to square matrix, going to square matrix, let us see what is a matrix. Okay, okay, what is a matrix? So what exactly is matrix? Okay, matrix is simple. uh, if we take a is equivalent to some 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, this is gonna be in the form of m by n, right? So a system of m by n numbers arranged in the form of a rectangular array having m rows. Okay, rows is gonna be, we will denote it this way, and n columns. Okay, columns is gonna be in this way. Okay, I change the color so they can you can understand it. Okay, m rows and n columns. Okay, so this is called as matrix in order m mn m by n. Okay, so let us go with the square matrix. So what exactly is square matrix? Square matrix is which m is equal to n. That means before we saw that, right, the diagonal elements will be lying in the principal diagonal. It's like a is equivalent to 1 2 3 4. So the rows are 2 and the columns are 2, so 2 by 2, it's going to be square matrix. So if rows are equals to columns, we will call it as square matrix. In diagonal matrix, the of diagonal elements are going to be 0. Okay, let us see an example. Okay, let us see example. So if we take a, the example is going to be 3 5 and 9, and the of diagonal elements are going to be 0. Okay, for representing diagonal, so this is called diagonal. Okay, you can see it, right, and the rest are called off diagonal elements. Okay, now let us go ahead and see scalar matrix. So this is going to be the scalar matrix. So in scalar matrix, you will see that all diagonal elements are equal. So are equal. Okay, let's see an example. Okay, very simple example. If we take a is equivalent to 3 0 0 0 3 0 0 0 3. Okay, we can see it clearly that the diagonal is equal, 3 equals 3 equals 3. So this is going to be called as scalar matrix. And going ahead, we can see the unit matrix or identity matrix. So unit matrix or identity matrix are said to be the diagonal elements are is 1. Okay, is equal to 1. So let us see. It's really simple. A is equivalent to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, this is going to be unit matrix or identity matrix. So there are few properties for the unit matrix and identity matrix. Let us see the properties. So the properties are said to be, if we multiply a into I, that is, a, if I is the identity matrix, equals to I into a. Okay, is equivalent to a. And going to second one, uh, I power n is gonna be I. That means if we take 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, anything is gonna be 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. Okay, going ahead, fourth one is gonna be I inverse is gonna be I. Okay, so fourth one is gonna be I modulus is gonna be 1. Okay, determinant of I is equals to 1. So this is the identity properties. So let us see about the triangular matrix. Okay, so about the null matrix. Okay, about null matrix, coming to null matrix, it's a basic thing. Okay, so it null implies 0, right? So m by n is gonna be 0. Okay, so the whole matrix is gonna be 0 0 0. It's called null matrix. And going ahead, upper triangle matrix. See, when it says upper triangle matrix, lower off diagonal elements are 0. Okay, lower is going to be 0. So let us see an example. It said upper, right? When it said upper, there will be numbers on the top. Okay, it's going to be 0 0 0 0. Okay, okay, this is going to be 5 or 6. Okay, you can see it clearly. The lower are going to be 0 and the top are going to be, even the diagonal and the top are going to be with numbers. Okay, it is called upper triangle matrix. And going to the lower triangle matrix, it is volta, right? Let us see if A is equivalent to lower triangle, right? So lower should be 2 3. Okay, this is lower triangle matrix. And going ahead, we're going to see about the idempotent matrix. Idempotent matrix, I already written it for you. So it's going to be A square is going to be equal to A. So let's take an example. If we take identity 1 0 0 1, if we take the square, it is going to be 1 0 0 1. Okay, if we take other things like 2 minus 4 minus 1 3 4 1 minus 2 minus 3, it's also going to be, if this, with take the square, it's going to be the same. Okay, okay, now let's see how to multiply and add and subtract in the next lesson, in the next coming. But right now we will see the properties. Okay, idempotent matrix. And now we go with involuntary matrix. Involuntary matrix is really simple. It's going to be said as A square is equals to I. So example, if we take best example, if we take identity matrix, it's going to be the square of identity matrix is going to be also I, right? Okay, for another example, 4 3 3 minus 1 0 minus 1 minus 4 minus 4 and minus 3, it's also going to be, the square is also going to be 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, so next going ahead, we will see about the nilpotent matrix. Nilpotent matrix is really simple. A should not be equal to 0, A square is not equal to 0, but A cube should be equal to 0. Okay, this is called nilpotent matrix. And coming, the 11th one is going to be singular matrix. Singular matrix, the name itself said singular, right? So if the determinant of a matrix equivalent to 0, as we seen here, then it's called as singular matrix. Okay, with no further delay, let us go with the additions and multiplications and that. But before that, we will see the equity of two matrices. So equity of two matrices itself said two matrices is going to be equal. Okay, let's see addition and subtraction of matrices. Okay, so addition or subtraction of matrices is gonna takes place only when they are same size. Okay, we can see it even here. So when they are same size, okay, they should be same size, then only. Okay, let's see a few examples. Okay, okay, so going ahead, we will see the example. If we take a 1 0 2 3 plus 2 0 1 4, okay, it's really simple. We will add 2 plus 1 is going to be 3, 0 plus 0 is going to be 0, and 2 plus 1 is gonna be 3, and 3 plus 4 is gonna be 7. Okay, so this is gonna be the addition. And if you're gonna take subtraction, we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 minus we can take 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, all right. So I'm changing the color so that I can understand clearly. So 1 minus 5 is going to be minus 4. 2 minus 4 is going to be minus 2. 3 minus 3 is going to be 0. 4 minus 2 is going to be 2. Okay, I know we know this is going to be easy, but I'm saying because it could be like some sort of basics. Okay, let's go ahead. So multiplication of matrix by a scalar. So right now we are thinking about the scalar. Okay, so coming to the scalar, there are if we take matrix m by n. Okay, if we take an m by n matrix and k of any real number as scalar, the m by n matrix obtained by multiplying every element of matrix A by k is called a scalar product. Okay, if we take like AK equal to KA is equals to KA in m by m power by m by n. Okay, so it's like really simple. So let me explain it. So example, if we take an example, if I take A is equivalent to some 1 2 3 0 1 2 2 1 3. Okay, the scalar is represents, if we take k, let us take 2. Okay, 2a equivalent to, very simple, just multiply 2 into a. 2 into a is going to be 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 2 1 3. So it's going to be 2 1s 2, 2 2s 4, 2 3 6 0 2 and 4 and 4 2 and 6. Okay, this is the scalar matrix, and there are few properties for the scalar matrix. So let us see the properties, but before that let us see in the multiplication. Okay, multiplication is really important in matrices. So while we are looking in the matrices, multiplication is really important. So let's take it carefully. If you know it, just skip, but if you don't know, just listen to this because it's really simple. Okay, let's go with 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, if we take 0 1 0 2 3 into 2 1 1 2, it's really simple. Okay, before I'm saying this, let's see the what I'm showing you. I'm going to show you with the hand. Okay, this is going to be a row. Okay, row. This is going to be a column. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we'll multiply this row with this column, and this row with this column, and this row with this column and this column. Okay, let us see how to do it. Okay, really simple. Okay, first we multiply first row with first column. So 2 1s 2 plus 0 1s 0 into 1 0. Okay, all right. So next, going ahead with this one. Okay, 0. Okay, let's see. So it's really kind of simple. So first we'll multiply this one. So 2 1s 2 plus 0 into 1 is going to be 0, and this one with this one. So 1 into 1 is going to be 1, 0 plus 2 is going to be 0, and 2 by 2, 2 into 2 is going to be 4, plus 3 into 1 is going to be 3, and again 2 by 3 into 1 2. Okay, so it's going to be 2 1s 2 plus 3 to 6. Okay, so our answer is going to be 2 1 7 8. Okay, so this is how we're going to do a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, if you didn't understand, let us see the another example also. Let us see the 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, it's got really simple. So just simple listen. 1 2 3 2 1 2 1 1 1. Okay, into 3 1 4 2 1 1 1 2 1. Okay, so let me do this in this manner so you can understand. Okay, so if I take this way, the first row into column. Okay, row into column. So 1 into 3 is gonna be 3 plus 2 into 2 is gonna be 4 plus 3 into 1 is gonna be 3. Okay, let me take this so that you can understand. Okay, okay, so let us see the next thing. So I'm using another color so you can understand. Okay, so we will use this. Okay, okay, all right. So and then again this one into this one. Okay, let's multiply again. Okay, 1 into 1 is gonna be 1 plus 2 into 1 is gonna be, sorry, it's gonna be 1 plus 2 into 1 is gonna be 2 plus 3 into 2 is gonna be 6. Okay, so again let me do it, row into another column. Okay, the last column. Okay, let's do it. So 4 ones is gonna be 4 plus 2 ones is gonna be 2 plus 3 ones is gonna be 3. All right, we had already arrived the half the part. Okay, so let us do the second thing. So it's really simple, just take it down and then we will do it. So 2 threes is gonna be 6 plus what 2 ones is gonna be 2 plus 2 again, sorry I didn't move this one. Okay, okay, so 2 ones is gonna be 2 and 2 ones again it's gonna be 2. Okay, so now again interchange it. Okay, just multiply. So 2 ones is gonna be 2 plus 1 plus 4. Okay, by doing it we'll get it. All right, so this is what we got, what we're gonna get by doing it. So we can add it. So by adding 3 plus 4 plus 3, so by adding we get these things. So if we get this, it's correct. Okay, let us you do few other examples like this so it'll be easy for you. Okay, let's go ahead. So this is the trace of matrix. So trace is really important thing in matrix. So by looking the trace, there are few questions that have been asked. So what is the trace? So it's really simple. Trace is like we take a square matrix of order n. So the sum of the elements lying in the principal diagonal is called trace. Okay, if we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, 1. Okay, so the trace is gonna be this one, the principal diagonal. So this one is called as trace. The sum of the principal diagonal is called as trace. So 1 plus 5 plus 1 is going to be 7. So 7 is the trace of the matrix A. Okay. So few of the properties of trace. Let us see the properties of trace. So properties of trace. The number one property is going to be trace of scalar, that is lambda into A. It's going to be lambda trace A. Okay. So if you can take trace of A plus B, it's also gonna be trace of A plus trace of B. Okay, also if we take trace of A into B, it's also equal to trace of B into A. So these are the few properties. So let us see the next. So it's going to be the transpose of a matrix. So the transpose of matrix is a really important uh, property which we need to know. So changing the rows with columns is called transpose of matrix. So let me explain it to you. So if you take this one, okay, what's the row? 1 3 2 4 6 5 0, right? So what we're gonna do exactly is we're gonna take this rows and change them as columns. Okay, okay, let us see. Uh, so, so I'm taking this row and I'm making it right, make it into as a column. So this is the row, right? So I will make it into column. 1 3 2 4, I will make it into column. 6 5, I will make it into column. Okay, so 1 3, it's becoming column. 2 4 2 4, 6 5 6 5. That's it. It's a trace. So if we got to deduct, so if there is only one row, what's gonna happen? Simple. It's gonna change into a column. So it's gonna be in this way. 1 2 3. That's it. This is a trace of matrix. It's really important for us to know the trace of matrix. Okay, there are few properties of the trace of matrix. Let us see. So these are the properties of a trace of matrix. I written it to you, so it will be easy for you to note it down. So A transpose whole transpose is going to be A, and A plus B whole transpose is going to be A transpose plus B transpose. Into A whole transpose is going to be KA transpose. AB whole transpose is going to be B transpose into A transpose. And ABC whole transpose, you can see it, right? You will write volta. That's it. Okay. So these are the properties of the transpose. Okay. Okay. So let us go ahead to the next step. So this is the conjugate of matrix. So conjugate is also one of the type of the matrix. So let us see how to do it. So conjugate is really simple, replacing element of the corresponding conjugate complex. So if it is if there is some symbol before I, it changes into the another symbol. If it's positive, it's going to be negative. It's going to be negative. It's going to be positive. Okay, let's see. So we can see it right here. I'm writing it. So 2 plus 3i, right? I already told you, if I before the I, the symbol is going to be changing. So if this plus, it's going to be minus. If there is minus, so it's going to be plus 8 and minus 1 and 6 and 9 minus I. Okay, this is really simple. Just the symbol, if we got a plus before this I, we want to change. Okay, just change it. So there are few properties in this conjugate of matrix. Let us see the properties. So the properties are going to be, if we take this thing. Okay, so A transpose A conjugate whole conjugate is going to be A. Okay, A plus B whole conjugate is going to be A conjugate plus B conjugate. K into A whole conjugate is going to be K conjugate into A conjugate. So it's going to be divided. So this, okay. And coming to this, it's really important. A conjugate is equals to A if A is a real matrix. Okay, A conjugate is equals to minus A if A is purely imaginary matrix. So we need to consider this. So let us go ahead with the transposed conjugate matrix. So as a name indicated, we already learned about the transpose, or we also learned about the conjugate. So conjugate is simple, that we will change the symbol before the I, right? What is the transpose? We will interchange the rows with columns. So it's really simple. Let's go ahead. So A conjugate is going to be, so first we need to do the conjugate. So we'll write the A conjugate here. A minus I, 3 minus is going to be changing to plus I, and 4, and I, the minus is going to be changing into plus. Okay, so A theta, what is A theta? A theta is really simple. So as I said you, A theta is also said to be A conjugate whole conjugate. Okay, A conjugate whole transpose. Sorry. Okay, already we know the A conjugate, so we'll do the transpose. So as I already tell you, only the rows going to be changed into columns. So it's going to be this way: 2 minus I, 3 plus 1, 4, 1 plus I. That's it. This is the transposed conjugate of a matrix. So this is really important. We need to see because of its importance in this exam. Okay, so let us see what are the properties behind this. So these are the properties. So let me let it do. So A per theta whole theta is going to be A, and A plus B whole theta is going to be A theta plus B theta. K whole theta is going to be K bar into A theta, and AB whole theta is going to be per whole. It's going to be interchangeable. See, B into A is going to be ulta. Okay, let's see the classification of real matrices. Classification of real matrices is really important. So before learning about the classification of real matrix, we need to remember all the topics, because this is going to be the last topic for the matrix types. Okay, so coming to the classification of real matrix, see, this is the where the questions were being asked for the past few years. So whenever we see this symmetric, okay, there is no other thing like skew or all that. So whenever we see symmetric, you need to remember that A transpose is going to be equal to A. Okay, symmetric. Whenever you see skew, okay, you can remember it's as ice, right? On the ice, it's going to be slanted, right? So skew, we will get a negative. So A transpose is going to be minus A. Whenever we get the ortho, okay, ortho physician, we got the doctors, right? Ortho, we can use either A transpose is equivalent to A power minus 1, A transpose is equals to A inverse, okay, or A transpose into A is equals to I. So anything is going okay. Okay, we need to remember all these three. So let us see one by one in detail. Okay, so coming to symmetric matrix. So as I already told you, A transpose equals to A. So whenever they ask the symmetric matrix, you need to remember this at any cost. A transpose equals to A. Okay, so there are a few sort of pneumatics which we need to remember. So A into A transpose is always a symmetric matrix. Okay, and also as coming to the second one, so it's going to be A plus A transpose by 2 is also always be a symmetric matrix. And if you're going to take A plus B and A minus B, it's also always be a symmetric. But A into B or B into A is may or may not be asymmetric. So let us see one example during this symmetric matrix. So if we take really simple, so if we take 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, okay. So if we take, I think it is A. So if we make the transpose for it, it will go on 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, right? So A transpose. A transpose is equals to A. So it is a symmetric matrix. So let's go ahead. So let's go see in this skew symmetric. As I already told you, skew, we remember the ice. So there will be a negative here. Okay. So skew symmetric matrix. Oh, there are few things that we need to remember. Very very important. So there is A minus A transpose by 2 is always gonna be a skew symmetric. Okay. So let's go ahead with the orthogonal matrix. Orthogonal matrix. Okay. So orthogonal matrix at any cost. When you see a doctor, you need to remember A transpose is equals to A inverse. So we can take it right like this, right? A transpose is equals to A inverse is also written as 1 by A. So A transpose into A is going to be 1. So that's so 1 is going to be identity matrix. So identity. So that's what I wrote it here. So A transpose into A is equals to I. So let us see few of the properties for this. Okay. So let us see the properties. Okay. Number one property is going to be the A transpose orthogonal property. Okay. Okay. So it's really simple. A into A transpose is going to be I, right? So A into A transpose modulus is equal to I bar is equal to 1. So A modulus into A transpose modulus will be 1. So A into A modulus whole square is going to be 1. So modulus of A is going to be square root of 1, which is going to be plus or minus 1, right? So the determinant of the orthogonal matrix always has the modulus 1. So this is the one of the properties that we need to remember. So going ahead with the classification of complex matrices. So the classification matrices we can simply determine. You know the A theta. So A theta is determined from orthogonal. So the orthogonal. So there is three things that we need to consider. So first one is Hermitial matrix, which is A theta is supposed to going to be A, and skew, as I already told you, skew we need to remember the ice, so there will be a negative here, and then unitary matrix. unitary matrix, A theta is going to be A inverse, or A into A theta is going to be I. Okay, so this is very important because this is complex matrices can be classified, and there is relation between the A theta and A. Okay, so let us see. So this is going to be the Hermitian matrix. A theta is equals to A, and cube A theta is equals to minus A, and finally unitary matrix A theta is equals to A inverse, or A theta into A is equals to I. So finally going ahead, so let us see an example. So this is how the question is going to be given in the examinations, but we'll see the question section in the later videos. But right now I'm giving a small question because it will be useful for us so that we can do something. Okay, so A square matrix B is Q symmetric. If we know it, right, B transpose is equals to minus B. Let's go ahead. So this is a orthogonal matrix. A is equals to, they gave something, 4 by 4 matrix, and A transpose into A into A transpose whole inverse they asked. Okay, I try to do it, guys. So if you got it, comment below. In the next video, we're gonna see the solution for this. Okay, let us go ahead. In the next video, we'll learn about the determinants and we'll have fun.